Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be going to a whole slew of flea markets, so I hope you have fun. Lord knows I did. I'm going to record anything that just speaks to me and make some commentary along the way. In this video, I went to 4 different flea markets and I recorded so much my phone overheated, which goes to show that I truly do work harder than technology. I remember when technology was invented and I still think the wheel is better. Jessica Rabbit would have gone home with me if she weren't the price of a house payment. Batman was safe, but the penguin, however, almost came home with me. The only thing that stopped me was the price. This booth just happened to be a museum. Sheesh. I don't really do teddy bears, but this guy spoke to me. This is something I should have gotten. I could have made a Barbie cake to celebrate whatever the fuck I wanted, but maybe I could find an even older one. What's an antique mall without a Star Wars wall? I mean, oh my god. These were priced to sell. They weren't super sales, but they could have sold. Just not to me. But as I'm watching this, I saw something. They had like an itty bitty Barbie section, and sometimes folks, you miss things. Remember that magazine that I reviewed that came with a Barbie fashion? Turns out there's a calendar that also comes with a Barbie fashion. Check it out, hanging out next to Rosie O'Donnell. I guess next time. The Simpsons. For $69.99 each. Give me a break. That dip flip though, that game looked cool. More Roger Rabbit bendy figures, and at the end a yellow Smurf. The first Wolverine and Magneto figure are here. So is Mary Hartline and Dorothy Gale, Elmer Fudd, and Jack Skellington, and Sally. These little figurines just really got my goat, and I can't think of anything else to wear in 103-degree weather. I didn't know these existed, so I took a video of it. I knew this existed, but for 75 bucks it could stay there. I really want that fashion. And her dog.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Flea markets wouldn't be complete without the My Fair Lady dolls, and Gone with the Wind, and a holiday Barbie. But these Barbies were actually kind of cute until we got to Peter Pan. That is one butch doll. It's supposed to be a little boy, and it's my favorite thing, a bucket of Barbies. And I found Perfume Pretty Barbie, the Saran variant, and I found Belle, or as she's known on YouTube, Saison Marguerite.
Wait, did someone say crepe? Or what?
Wow, these are coming with me. If they made this the Annabelle doll, it would have been a lot scarier. Speaking of Annabelle, she got a tan. And a baby? Well, that's a throwback. Who remembers these Burger King toys? Raise your hand. Wow, that's a whole 2 of us.
Come up and see me sometime.
You can't leave a flea market without seeing an F&B doll, a Cabbage Patch, or a troll doll. I do believe I had this Bugs Bunny. Someone was selling their entire Looney Tunes collection, and Yogi. Madame Alexander, the Little Women dolls. One of the company's best sellers. That's me when I eat a salad. I love the Teen Titans figures. I still have my OGs. Cabbage Patch babies everywhere. I couldn't blink without seeing them. Another staple of a flea market, the Spice Girls. I don't know what's more made in China, this booth or my face. Another thing I didn't see was the My First Barbie, and she was on sale. I just need to start taking my time. More Teen Titans. If you need glass bottles, I got you. There was 1 million. If you need broken Barbies, I got you. There was 5. Included Elvis. I don't usually see Charlie's Angels stuff, so that was cool. And I once again didn't pay attention to the Ninja Turtle plush that was looking right at me. Next time, for sure. Back to more of the same that you usually see. Holiday Barbie and porcelain dolls. This I Love Lucy one I actually played with as a child, as well as some of these I Love Lucy Barbies. I was obsessed with her when I was a child. Holy moly, Batman, that's a really big Barbie. Why, she's my size. Hottie's got a new album out.
Hey, Beyonce, you know who you really look like? You look like Luther Vandross.
When they said variety is a spice of life, this booth took it literal. But you know what they didn't take literal? Great prices. This is just one of those booths that's like, oh, look at me, I'm pretty, because you realistically would not spend the type of money that they're asking for on these collectibles. Beam me up, Scotty, to the good prices. I found some Y2K Kens. Remember these dolls, though I never had any of them. I must be in the land of Oz. I ran into the Tin Man, and then I ran into one of the most fun yet most random booths I think I've been in quite a bit. You had some bootleg Monster High dolls, some bootleg Barbie dolls, some bootleg BJDs, and then you had real Barbies, you had real Brats, It was just a little bit of a weird setup. I liked where they were going though. It was pretty festive. I've always loved her. One of these days I'd like to get her. But with this booth, just like most of the other booths, things were just priced to stay. Ran into the first American Girl we've seen. Turns out she was the only one that we saw that day. There was a Vogue Jenny with her outfits. Always a hard knock life for Annie. And right under her is Shirley and her Precious Moments. Hanging out with Jenny is Penny Bright. And some actual vintage Shirley Temples. A very cute Cabbage Patch. And another cute Cabby. There seemed to be no shortage of celebrity dolls. This is one that I remember with a fondness. And then of course they had the ugly Yaboom Spice Girl dolls. As well as someone's entire VHS collection. I'd love to get a VHS tape player that works. I totally forgot about these. Does anyone else remember these? The links we had to do because we were not tablet kids. And I closed her right back up because it's American Idol. I love these Disney character hats.
A platypus? Perry the platypus?
Heaven, I was in heaven. This booth had Jean Marshall dolls, Madame Alexander dolls, F&B dolls, Tonner dolls, Barbie dolls, My Scene. They had it all, but no good prices. The delivery guy got lost. Really don't blame him. This place is huge. Mad gas or explosive diarrhea were the culprit here.
Have fun smelling my poops, bitches.
Why not stop at another flea market? I've not even begun to spend all my money yet. And this place was on the side of the road. It had to be promising. Those Olive Garden breadsticks sure be bussin'. Oh my lord. Holy, holy, holy. I truly never encounter anything this old. These church mannequins will certainly put the fear of God into you. And if that doesn't work, what about a Barbie with green ear? I just love a challenge. It's gotten to the point where they put McDonald's toys behind glass. This little dollhouse doll has seen things. If you like miniatures, well, here you go. This case has about everything that I don't want. However, they are super cool. I always see a load of things that I want, but I just can't afford. Like all of this stuff looks really cool. And then we get to these. Shantae, you stay.
I was a ballerina. Graceful, delicate.
This just looks like a Cruella exhibit. You know, this place was really massive. There was just a lot to see. And I know I didn't take all the time in the world to see if I didn't miss anything at this store. But let me tell you, whenever I say this place was random as all hell, it was. It could just be overwhelming for an idiot like me. I found the next RuPaul Drag Race performer, Miss Pablo Titas Ho. If you're steampunk, you would really like this place. This place seemed to have a little bit for everyone. Not much in the doll department, but I can appreciate art. Where else could you find this? Or these? These are so 80s and so 90s. I just love them. Girl, same. What if you turned this sucker on and all you heard was
my neck, my back?
Who's ready to have fun with Dick? And Jane. Can't go to an antique mall without finding some trolls. Nothing snarky to say about this Lego set. This was actually very cool. He's had a little bit too many. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Ooh, a troll. I've seen her somewhere before.
I am not married!
That had to be one of my favorite episodes. I'd wear the hell out of those. Now we're getting into the dolls. I found a Vogue Jan doll. These were made right before Barbie. And I found Jeff, the boyfriend. And, the price is what it is. A bathtub radio? Yeah, that's safe.
What would you like for breakfast, Johnny? Muffins! That's right!
These have been sitting out a while. Sophia Loren? These bring me joy. As does this. I'd never buy it, but wow. I found what they did with the old Country Bear Jamboree show. Do I even have to say anything? Like, whoa. A Florida Gators cheerleader Barbie? I'd be trying to take a nap too if I had all those kids. A cute random Barbie. That Barbie case had some fun stuff in it, but it was way too expensive. The sun will come out in Florida, Annie. Don't worry. Why I love going to these places because it's so random. I mean, look at all this stuff. When I was a kid, I had this Barbie and she was my favorite. I lost her at church and it was a really sad day because I lost my Barbie and then I had to pay attention. A Charlotte Clark Mickey doll, which I have those patterns, so let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see me make them. They do look quite menacing. We've got Betty Boop, Marilyn Monroe. I've never heard of this movie in my life. Dora the Explorer? Girlfriend got swiped by Swiper. These cute 70s paper dolls of Francie and Skipper are really cute. Just love old Mattel artwork. I wanted to get this for my mama. She loves Dumbo, but she doesn't eat cookies. I, on the other hand, love cookies. And finally, some Barbies. Some beautiful and cute pink boxed Barbies. I had this pretty and plaid Barbie when I was a kid. I really do regret not picking that doll up. I've had UNICEF Barbie in the past, but I really would like her back. And I also had that Bubble Fairy Barbie. Don't even lie and say you don't want these, because I know you do. Okay, let's look at all of the loot that I picked up this week from going thrifting and flea marketing. We could talk about these vintage Barbies. This one I got for $30. I still can't believe the deal. She is in A Bride's Dream from 1962. And her only flaw is that she does have a small bit of green ear. And then we have her other green-eared sister. We have a swirl ponytail Barbie. She's going to be a fun transformation. Now these dolls right here, I don't think I can put them in my Weird Barbie series because I don't really think that they were played with much. Her hair is in its original setting, and this doll, I want to say, probably came in that huge Barbie gift set that came with Ken and Midge and Skipper. She honestly, I doubt she was ever played with. She still has the original hairpin still in there and in her hair, and the original necklace, which I've never seen one in this great shape before. So she's very special. She still has the bouquet on the wrist too. It's incredible, fantastic shape, the outfit, and the fact I got her for $30. Like, I still can't believe it. I bought her just to see if I could fix an extreme case of green ear like this with my new materials that I found. And if you are interested in how to restore a doll with green ear, I do have a video on that out and about on my channel, which you can find in my tutorials playlist. I found this Ken fashion pack, which it's a late 90s, early 2000s Ken fashion pack. I don't have any fashions for Ken from this era, and I think it would be nice to get it. Now, I did get this doll in the mail. This doll right here is Rappin' Rockin' Ken. I just wanted him as he is because I think he's a good representation of an early 90s Ken, and this was the face that Ken had when I was growing up. We have Sun Lovin'
Malibu Barbie.
And she still has her bottoms under here, but she is missing her top, so she will be topless. You go, girl. We have Hawaiian Fun Barbie. I have been obsessed with finding the Malaysian version of the Hawaiian Fun Barbie, and when I saw her in there, and even though she's in pretty rough shape, I knew that I could do her justice, and I'm gonna be super happy to have her. I'm probably gonna dress her in something else because I don't have her full outfit. I'm happy to have her finally. And then I have Costume Ball Ken. I've been looking for a Ken with the pivotal neck, a late 80s and early 90s Ken like this before they did the switch. And he is so cute. I cannot wait to dress him up and use him as a model. It's gonna be great. And I found a Barbie lunchbox from 1990. I actually really wanted a Barbie lunchbox. Not growing up, I did have one, and I also had a SpongeBob lunchbox, but I wanted one to take to work, and it is very dirty, but I can clean it up no problem, and it's just a cute little bag to have. Then we found another incredible deal, 1935 Composition Ideal Shirley Temple doll. I got her for only $20. I could not believe it. She is missing a shoe and a sock, which is very unfortunate, but other than that, other than her pin also missing, she's pretty complete. She is in horrid, dirty shape, but actually, I would want to say that she's probably never been played with. Her hair's in the original setting. Her dress has never been taken off. It is the most cutest little outfit ever. I've been searching for this outfit online, and I've not been able to find it. This looks like it originally was a light petal pink and the ribbons were a baby blue, and how beautiful would that have been? I wish it could still be those colors. And then we come over to the Terry Lee outfit. Now I will show off this outfit in a minute on my Terry Lee doll. This outfit is the most incredible Terry Lee outfit I think I've ever seen. This was the best $35 I have spent in a very long time. The outfit in here is completely mint. I'm talking starched in beautiful condition, comes with slippers, the whole shebang, and the box it's in. Look at the presentation of this box. Now, Terry Lee dolls, they were very expensive growing up. My Nana actually, this was her doll was Terry Lee, and she remembers saving up $13 in, I think it's 1950, somewhere around there, for her Terry Lee doll. $13 back in 1950. You could afford to feed a family of 4 for less than $5 a week back then. So the fact that these things were just so expensive, it's incredible. And the craftsmanship, amazing. I also got another beautiful friend who actually came with her box. And I have a new Philippines crystal Barbie. I have the Taiwan version, but now I have the Philippines one. The only thing she's missing is her shoe. But she's absolutely never been played with. She's very dirty. We're gonna have to fix her up as well. I have a lot to fix up. And I already know that those two are probably gonna have their own separate video. These guys I could easily clean up, so they're probably gonna be included in this video, a quick little transformation. Her as well. She's gonna get her own dedicated video. We're gonna try that one on, and I gotta go put that in the washer. I gotta work tomorrow. I need my lunch bag. And I'm gonna add her in here, but look who I got on eBay. They labeled her under Pocahontas, but this is not. It's obviously Jasmine. I'm so excited to have her. I just wanted to like show her in this because I will be restoring all of them together. And although I didn't find her at the flea market and I got her online, I did get her like a couple days after anyway. But oh, she's so gorgeous. I wish she came with her carpet, and I wish she came with Aladdin, but you know what? She's the hardest part to find out of all of that set, so super thrilled. So I hardly ever get choked up, but this doll right here, Superstar Christie, I've wanted her for such a long time. Not as long as I wanted my #1 Barbie and then finally got, but probably around 10, 11 years. Ever since I figured out that she existed. I absolutely love this doll. Now this is the original doll. She will need to be restored a bit, but if you see in the back, that is her original neck string. She's in her original costume. She's missing her shoes, but I have her shoes. She's absolutely wonderful. This doll was never played with, and I got her for quite a steal. I am so happy, so thrilled that I got her. I actually have kicked myself over something. So about maybe 8 years ago, I was in a flea market and I found a Superstar Christie mint in the box for $125. Now at that time, I really didn't have a lot of money to spend, and if I had spent $125 on Superstar Christie, I probably would have, only had about $50 for the entire week. But I almost did it, and I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad that my financial circumstances have changed. And I was able to get one that looks this cute. Now, considering for what she goes for, I really did get a bargain. I didn't get a super bargain, but I feel like I got a bargain for what I got. I just can't get over it. Anyway, yeah, we're also going to be fixing her up as well in this video. So stay tuned to the end to see how she looks. So really, obviously, before you wash something, especially a fashion doll, you want to take off the fashions. You really want to start to assess exactly what all you have to do. And the only way to do that is to obviously take off the clothes. Sometimes there's all kinds of happy little surprises underneath all of those fashions. So you truly really never know. And that's part of the risk when buying used playthings, because yesterday they were a toy and today they are a collectible. Something I noticed when I was messing around with her, now this crystal Barbie's never been played with, and you can see some holes that are missing some hair up there. There's at least 4 little holes that don't have any hair. So sometimes a doll might lose hair just from coming from the factory. It's very interesting. I've not seen that ever before, and I'm like tempted to add them back in, but you know what, like, she was sold without them. So it goes to show. This crystal Barbie has Barbie pox, which can also happen to some earlier 80s Barbies. This is probably the worst case I've seen in a like early mid 80s Barbie. I'd say like my option for these is to actually just replace them. I do have some replacement 80s Barbie legs that I sound like such a creep, you know, but I do, and I keep them around just for this rare occasion where I might need them, and I think that she'll look better in outfits without these little spots. This is a quick Goodwill haul. I found a big bag of late 70s, early 80s, and even late 80s Barbie goodies all in a Ziploc bag. I saw the shoes and I said, oh my God, that's Peaches and Cream Barbie shoes. And then I saw that and I said, it's Peaches and Cream Barbie's top. And then I saw all the booklets and pamphlets and something really cool. This right here is a postcard that Mattel would send to you if you subscribe to their subscription service. Look at that. So pretty. Around all those flowers. We have a Be Active fashion. We have a hairpiece. Look at this hairpiece. Okay. So, who's this for? Yes. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this was not for Barbie's head, was it? But it could have been. And then I'm like, ew, you know, I don't even know. Like, I have no idea. So I actually found it on eBay. Apparently this is supposed to be a wig. I'm just gonna have to play around with it and see what I can do with it. Got Magic Moose Barbie outfit, at least a little bit of it. I have Pink and Pretty Barbie's outfit, just a little bit of it. I've got one of those really beautiful negligees, at least the robe for it. And I didn't notice this, but it's got a rip in it, which is so sad. But its shoes right here are actually present, so I'm just missing the nightgown, which is such a shame. We've got Island Fun Barbie swimsuit, and we have another Island Fun Barbie pamphlet right there, super fun. We've got, again, all the shoes. We got some rando slippers right here, which I saw them, and I'm keeping them because I think that they could be Mattel, I'm not really sure. And then we have some skipper shoes. We have Magic Moose Barbie's hairbrush, one of them. We have some single shoes, which I have a single shoe bin, so we're gonna see if any of these have matches. Came with a yellow belt, not sure what that came off of, but it does have like a little seam rip right there, so I'm like, this must have been on a doll's outfit. Steve Austin shoes from the $6 Million Man. These could be Ken shoes, but they don't look like Ken shoes, so I'm not sure whose they are. If you know whose they are, let me know. We got some Barbie fashions over here, a little fashion favorite item. Unfortunately, it's very stained. When I saw it was in there, I was like, ooh, I hope it's in better condition than the one that I have. But it is not, actually. It's probably in comparable condition, but we'll give it a bath and we'll see what happens. And then we have, now I've seen this fashion, I think it's a fashion favorite. I've seen it around. It's supposed to have a hat and then another dress part and all that stuff, and I have seen it around. It's not my favorite fashion, but if I could find the other pieces, cute. We got some Barbie clone items right here. This actually goes to a skipper. It's just chilling right here because I think that goes together. It looks cute. But yeah, so there's your Barbie clone items. We have some flowers right here, little rosettes, which also would have come with the ballerina Barbie. We have this ensemble for Barbie. It's her little raincoat with the Gucci bag. This is what made me click my heels 3 times and wish I were in heaven, because I saw this little Gucci bag and I said, oh my God, it's Barbie's Gucci bag. This fashion set is so rare. I have Ken's overcoat and that's all I have, so I don't have the Gucci bag that goes with that either. But now Barbie has her Gucci bag, and there's one shoe that came with it, and I'm also gonna see if that's in my Barbie bin. Got a Ken outfit right here. I don't have very many Ken outfits, so I'm very excited to have one, and with some shoes. It looks really cute. We have an All-Stars Ken outfit right there. Super, super cute. And we have a wedding veil from one of the Barbie wedding outfits, probably. I think it's from like 1987, I want to say, or 88. It's from that era. We have one of her Best Buy fashions. I thought I knew about this fashion, but I don't. So I'm gonna have to do some more research about it. I'm pretty sure it's early 80s, late 70s, definitely superstar era. I have some of Barbie's, I think this is her Dream Vet or her Star Vet. It's one of those. I think it's Star Vet. So if I ever find that, then I've got parts for it. Superhero Barbie's jumpsuit, which has been turned inside out, which is probably for the best so that it doesn't flake everywhere. I will be taking this costume apart at some point, and I will be making a pattern for it, and then I will be making this outfit again. Since my Malibu Barbie video, which if you've not seen, please go watch, I know that now I can sew pleather and my sewing machine can handle that. So I'm going to salvage what I can from this, again, use it as a pattern, and then I'm going to make one that is not flaky. But that is what I got. If you're curious about how I'm washing my dolls, you can go on my restorations tutorials playlist, where each segment is dedicated to its own type of restoration. I made it that way so that you all could use that as a guide, so you can find exactly what you're looking for whenever you're looking for it. And currently right now, I have a lot of tutorials on there, so I do suggest you check it out if you are curious about how to do a restoration properly. But just like there are several different ways on how to cut a pizza, there's also several different ways to restore a doll properly. So do whatever tickles your pickle, my sweet, because as long as you're having fun and you're enjoying what you're doing, the end goal will be fabulous. And the only way you'll get better is by practicing. And it is hard work, but it's good hard work because you actually enjoy what you're doing. I'm gonna do my Superstar era dolls a little bit later. It's running a little bit late here at night. I don't have enough time. I got the 90s dolls actually washed. They will need to be boil washed. I thought I filmed everybody, but what's so funny is like I was literally just like watching them in the camera, but I never turned it on. So I thought I recorded him, but I didn't actually record him at all. But I did get to see him in the camera as I was washing him, which is so funny. I didn't press record. Look what I got in the mail. I had a whimsy. Let's just say I had something inside of me saying, Dakota, why don't you have a Cabbage Patch doll? You know, this is like just so out of left field of like what I usually get, because I usually go for vintage fashion dolls, and she's a vintage doll, but I would consider her more of like, you know, a little baby doll, more so than a fashion doll, but she does come with fashion and she's cute. I got an early Coleco one. She's super cute. I think she looks like a little bit of a potato, which is why I wanted her, and I'm gonna name her Tater Tot. I think she's super adorable. She too, just like everything, is going to have to be restored. She is quite dirty. Her little butt lets me know that she's from 1985. She's super cute. She looks like a menace. I love it. Connected to her was actually her original Cabbage Patch tag, which I totally forgot. I guess I didn't pay attention. The back of it. Cabbage Patch toy history, I have done some research into it. It's very interesting. Some of it is pretty shady. There will be YouTube videos dedicated to the Cabbage Patch dolls, not by me, but by other creators. I do recommend that if you are interested in them, just checking it out. They're not my life. They're not like my one true love, so I probably won't be making any dedicated videos for them specifically, but I just wanted to get one because I just had a whim and she really spoke to me, and I said, you just have got to come home with me. So Christie had a special surprise for me in the back of her neck. She had some neck splits, and then up here at the front she has the beginning forms of some more neck splits up here. To stop that, I'm actually going to glue this right back in where it should go, and I'm going to use my super glue. This is my favorite super glue, by the way. Out of all the super glue that I've ever used, this is my go-to. I absolutely adore it. And right now, I'm going to show you how I fix this. I'm going to open up the super glue, and I'm going to make a little pool right there of just super glue, okay? I'm going to take a needle where it will have just a little bit of glue on it, and I'm going to go around right over here, right into the edges, because you want it to be very precise. Very, very precise. Okay. I'm going to take my little piece of plastic. I'm gonna line it up to where it needs to go. This is basically just putting back together a cute little puzzle. I'm gonna go over the top of it actually. You're not going to see this because it will be protected by her neck flange, and it also will be protected by her hair, so you won't be seeing that. But I just want to go ahead and put this on the top because this dries to be an acrylic and it needs some reinforcement. You want to make sure that before you start working on a doll's body, especially one that has a deeper complexion, that it's not wet because this will fog up and film. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the front right up here where it has those two little hairline cracks. I'm just going to go over the top. Again, this will be protected by her neck flange. But over time, the plastic has gotten brittle, and it's always the necks for the Superstar era Barbies. Just gets brittle over time, plastic. You know, when Mattel makes these dolls, they don't expect them, at least at this time, they didn't really expect them to be around for as long as they are or sought after for as long as they have been. They just really wanted to make high quality dolls of their time, and they actually, you know, they did do that. Now, would I do this usually if I had an option for a body donor? No, I just would give her a new body because I wouldn't want this to happen again. However, with Superstar Christie, she is such a hard to find Barbie. You really have to work with what you have, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. My Superstar Christie, I am just so tickled pink that I even have her. Even with the condition flaw like this, I did get her for quite a bargain. So even though she does have a surprise for me, I'm still gonna be fine. But that is how I fix my neck splits on my Barbies. Very easy, and when it's dry, it's gonna dry down to be kind of a matte look, and you won't even be able to see it. Another problem that you might come across are loose neck knobs. So this is from the Crystal Barbie who was mint and never played with. I actually got another Crystal Barbie, but this is a Philippines version, and the other version I have is a Taiwan version. And whenever I say versions, it's where they're from. So on Barbie's back, it will tell you what factory she was made in. This one is the Philippines, and the other one that I'm mentioning is from Taiwan. Both of them were mint in box examples and had really loose necks that I had to fix my other ones as well, so now I'm going to fix this one. To fix the loose neck knobs, some people like to use wire, some people like to use string, some people like to use rubber bands. People just like to use random crap, honestly. I don't use random crap. I just build on the acrylic, and I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to pour my acrylic glue just right here. Okay. I'm not going to leave it, but I'm going to go in circles. You can do this with Integrity Toys joints as well. I've repaired my Poppy Parker doll's knee joints by doing this, making them tighter. But what this will do is it will build up the acrylic on the inside of the neck knob itself, and it will become gritty, and it will build some sort of traction. Because the problem is that the plastic joint, that's the ball, is too smooth, and it needs to be just a little bit more jagged. so that way Barbie's head doesn't go flopsy-loosey on you. But you're just gonna keep on working this and keep on working it. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit more in there. There we go. And like I said, you wanna keep on working it. Just keep on working it. You don't want it to sit still for too long because you might run risk of actually gluing the neck knob to the neck itself, which will only make Barbie's head go left to right in 360, and we want her to be able to have that pivot joint. So now I'm feeling that it's harder to do, which is exactly what we want. That means the glue is getting nice and dry. Okay. And now the neck knob is at its desired traction level, I think. And I think that it's ready to go. All the girlies are all waiting for their hair to dry. I've got Christie off her body and on this Malibu Barbie body because she had some neck splits that we had to fix. We have these beautiful dollies. They're gonna look so great whenever they're all fully done. I still have to do a slight little repaint on the Hawaiian Fun Barbie, but I'm just so excited and thrilled. All of these dolls I actually genuinely enjoy. I usually, whenever I go to flea markets, I like to find things to resell to kind of like make up for, you know, my time going there and the adventure of it all. But this whole entire time, I've just been finding things that I personally enjoy and things that bring me enjoyment. So I doubt any of these are probably gonna leave my possession. Here is Sun Lovin' Barbie before. Sun Lovin' Malibu Barbie. And she came out looking very, very good. She almost appeared to be unplayed with, which could be true. She did have her original bottoms on. So, and her thatching is all original. Everything's so original on her. She's absolutely gorgeous. She has a high color face, bendable legs. Sometimes you'll find the Sun Lovin' crew, usually they'll be made in the Philippines if they have the straight legs. So some of them won't have bendable legs, but some of them do have bendable legs. There's so many variations of Sun Lovin' Malibu Barbie out there. And I was lucky enough to get this one at a very good price. And I'll be on the lookout for her swimsuit. All I need is just the top, so you never know when I'm gonna find it. But she's absolutely beautiful. I do feel a little strange dressing her in anything else other than a swimsuit because of her tan lines, but that was part of her gimmick. She was supposed to look like a beach girl that went to the beach all the time, who would have had tan lines everywhere. So to this doll, it must be chic, but I know to most collectors it does look a little bit tacky. Here is Jasmine before, and here we have one of the most exciting finds. This beautiful Jasmine doll. I have always wanted this Jasmine doll. Purple is my favorite color, and she's an early Disney Mattel doll. So gorgeous. I wish she came with her magic carpet, and I wish she came with Aladdin, but I was very lucky enough to get her for I think $8, and she has everything. She is so beautiful. Someday I'll find Aladdin and the magic carpet, and then she can be complete. But until then, she's just a beautiful early Mattel Disney doll. We could take a moment just to look at her costume real quick. I mean, just how simple it's done, but yet it's so imaginative and creative. And it almost looks childlike in a way. The presentation is everything with these earlier Disney Mattel dolls. They're all just so creative and just so beautiful. You can tell that Mattel's designers were really having fun designing these outfits. And there she is next to all of my other early Mattel Disney dolls. I just love how creative they all were. and just how like right down to the details they were. I know this channel is like Disney Barbie Girl, and I've never spoke about Disney whatsoever, but I am a huge fan of the early Mattel dolls. I think that they are absolutely gorgeous. There is a certain charm about them. They're just amazing, everything about them. And these stands, by the way, these stands were made by my friend Shelly probably like 10 years ago. It's crazy to think it's been that long. And she also has a YouTube channel, which is 1,000 Splendid Dolls. Here's Crystal Barbie before. The next doll that we have up is Crystal Barbie. Now this is the Crystal Barbie, the Philippines version. There's quite a few variations whenever it comes to Crystal Barbie. You can get a Taiwan version, a Philippines version, and they all look so different. One thing about the 1980s Barbies, they all have their own unique personality to go with them. None of them look the exact same. Sometimes they have lighter makeup, sometimes they have more vibrant makeup, sometimes they have somewhere in the between. Usually the Philippines ones have more sweeter faces, and the ones from Taiwan have more exaggerated high color faces. This doll was actually quite the conundrum because she had not only just like this top row of missing plugs, she had even more missing plugs in there. I did not reroute her because that's how she would have come originally, I guess. So maybe they came out whenever somebody was doing her hairstyling in the factory, which I had never possibly thought of that, but that could have happened all the time. Her shoes would have been my absolutely favorite thing. The clear spikes and the little glitter. She would have been like the real life Cinderella. Here's Superstar Christie before. Here I have the superstar herself, Superstar Christie. Oh my goodness, she's just a dream come true. I did have to take out her neck string because, I mean, there was no way that I was going to be able to do her hair with that on, and I paid quite a bit of money for her, so I want her to look super cute, and I also want to be able to like dress her up and stuff, so I didn't buy her for the simple fact of keeping her in that condition. I wanted to make her look even better, and I think I did. She's ready to go out on a night on the town. She's absolutely gorgeous. It feels so surreal to have one in my collection finally. Like I said, I've wanted this for about 10 to 11 years. Basically ever since I knew she existed, I wanted her. There's something about her that's just magic. And I think she looks great here in the Barbie Dream House. Just a side note, I do love my Barbie Dream House. I absolutely love dressing my little superstar Barbies out in front of it, just so that they can all have fun. It's more of a display than a play piece, but I just absolutely adore it. It's just so much fun. And the furniture, it's so great. I'd eventually one day love to get the floor pieces, those little triangles that go with it, so that way I could display it in its original setting. But like this, you can see every room, and they're all just loving and living in there. It's a lot of fun. Here's Rappin' Rockin' Ken before. Here is Rappin' Rockin' Ken all done and looking super cute. Now, I know it's kind of funny that he's supposed to be like, you know, a rap and rock star or whatever, and I dressed him up in this career fashion, but I really wanted a Ken from this era because this was the Ken head sculpt when I was growing up, and I wanted an early 90s one because they have pivotal necks, so they can go up and down and swing out like this, not just rotate at the neck joint. And I think he's gonna look great next to the Barbie that I picked out for him. Here is Hawaiian Fun Barbie before. Here we have Barbie in Party Dazzle, a part of the Fashion Mall series. She looks absolutely gorgeous now. Do a little 360. She's absolutely beautiful. I would have put her in her original swimsuit, but it was very stretched out, and I was kind of hoping I would find a new one. And I actually did find a new one today. I went to another flea market today, and I did find one for her, but I really like her in this outfit, and I wasn't going to display her in the swimsuit anyway. I love these beach Barbies. They are what I could get when I was a kid. We couldn't really afford that much, so my mama would always get us little beach Barbies because it was enough for us, and we would have a lot of fun. And I still made them outfits, and we went on several adventures. So I want to say, like, these little beach Barbies, they probably hold a little place in my heart because of that too. Here's Costume Ball Ken before. This is Costume Ball Ken wearing a Barbie jeans Ken fashion that I actually opened up on this channel, and he looks so good in it. He is so cute. This is a great example of a Ken head mold that really was not used for that long. This Ken has that late 80s, 1988 to what, 1990 or 1991, before they switched it over to the Allen head mold. Oh, he's so cute. And I paired with the outfit white sneakers because I think that they looked better than the boots. Looked a little bit more modern. Looks absolutely great. And I think these two just look like they belong together. And they probably do because they came from the same house. And now they're both saved and they look great. So now you can just imagine where I'm gonna put them. That's right, I sent them to McDonald's. And over here we have a Cool Careers fashion for Barbie and Ken. And I think they both look so cute together. But honestly, my little display here is getting pretty full. I'm gonna have to find a new display pretty soon. And here the Barbies are all together. Now, obviously, I'm missing the bubble cut and the swirl. These two Barbies I'm going to do in their own video, so stay tuned for that. I kind of feel like they're going to take a little bit longer anyway as it is, and since they both have some of the same issues, I think that they probably will do best in a video by themselves. And here is my Cabbie all done. I named her Tater, Miss Tater Tot, because I think she looks like a potato. I absolutely love her. This was like a spur of the moment type of thing, and I've never had a Cabbage Patch doll before except for the one that got recalled, and we didn't even get to play with it.
My Cabbage Patch snack time kid, she really loves to snack. Wow, she really chews. Eating her is so much fun.
Until, you know, she eats your hair and then your finger and then gets recalled. It is so cute. I just absolutely adore her, and I'm so happy to have her. I'm not going to start collecting Cabbage Patches, I don't think. I think this one will probably do me good. She's just a perfect example. I got pretty lucky to get her for what I got her for, and I'm just so happy that she's now home and she looks all cute. And now I've got to put her somewhere because I think I'd like to put her on display and stuff. My main goal for like my displays are that I want to be surrounded by the things that I love, and I love things that make me smile. Speaking of things that make me happy, let us go right into the Terry Lee doll outfit. You may be wondering to yourself, what is a Terry Lee doll? And here she is. This is a beautiful restored example of a Terry Lee doll from 1950 to about 1952. And she will be our model today as we model out this beautiful costume. But before we model the costume, I want to do just like I do with all of the Barbie outfits that I do. We're going to look at every detail of this costume before we put it onto the Terry Lee doll. But before we go into the costume, you might be wondering, who exactly is Terry Lee? And think of Terry Lee as the American Girl doll from the 1950s. She had the same amenities that you could get with the American Girl doll, which is she had her own hospital. So if you broke your Terry Lee doll, you could send her in and she could come back to you brand new. They also had new wigs you could buy for her. They had high quality costumes, and each face was hand painted, so you will never find one that is the exact same. These dolls were made in California. They are California girls.
Won't work my looks no more. Excuse my beauty.
Keep in mind that presentation is everything. And in the 1950s, there was such a focus on presentation and quality whenever it came to the toy products. Today, we would have no idea what it's like because most of the toys out there right now are made very quickly and they really look cheap compared to yesteryear's toys and how they were produced. Also, toy manufacturers back in the day did not have the same safety protocols as what they do for making children's toys these days. So a lot of these toys, unfortunately, would not be able to be made today with today's codes and practices. So let's look at this beautiful example of a Terry Lee doll formal box. So this would be like more of your formal outfit. They would have several different types of boxes you can get. You could get one that looked like a paper envelope, and that could have your basic fashions, your underwear, your socks, your bathrobes, and all of that. But for the big main ticket items, like this gorgeous fashion, you would get them in this beautiful presentation box. And we're lucky to see on the bottom of this box, it does have the original price sticker to go along with it. So let's go ahead and open this box. So for how old it is, I think that it is a gorgeous fashion. Now check this out, okay folks. Metal snaps, lined in pink taffeta. Is that not gorgeous? Now, this is a mint costume. I don't even know if this costume had ever been used. It is made of a lame costume. There is no soiling, there's no damage. It is just as beautiful as the day it was made. Look how beautiful that is. Fully lined in beautiful silk taffeta. And there we have her gorgeous coat. So now let's go into actually her little slippers. These are her formal slippers. They're made of a silver foil type of fabric onto a hard back. Now I believe that they're onto like a little canvas, but everything has gone very stiff with these shoes. So I think if I were to put Terry's feet in these, it would start to crack and then it would start to peel. So I'm kind of considering not putting her in these shoes actually, because if I do this, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's actually making a little crinkly noise, but we'll see. We'll try it on one of her feet, and if it doesn't work, I'll let you know that she's wearing her other shoes. But these are her little formal ballet slippers. And now to the costume itself. Made of a pink silk taffeta, lined in the same. Check that out. It's all lined with nylon tulle and ruching and silk flowers garnishing all over the gown. Little ruffle on the end. Look at all the ruffles coming down. Beautiful costume. And on the inside there is a stiffener. Right here we do have a built-in crinoline. And this is very heavily starched fabric all the way around. It is so beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is. This is a beautiful formal. So Terry Lee was meant to be a little girl. But back in that time, when you had glamorous movie stars and all of that, little girls wanted to see themselves as those femme fatales. And this is about as close as they got to it, because Barbie had not existed, Sissy had not existed. This is what you could get. So basically what you would get is you would get a child doll with a pound of makeup on, and you could make believe she was something. Terry Lee came with a nurse costume, wedding dress. You could get her all kinds of grown-up like fashions,
as well as childlike fashions.
This was basically how you would play and how you would imagine. You could imagine yourself either taking care of her like a child, or you could imagine yourself being her but as an adult. And I know it looks strange and it sounds strange today, but that's what they were working with back in that time. So we will get this doll dressed in this gorgeous costume in just a quick snap. Okay, wow. This foible just takes my breath away. I had no idea that it would be like this. She's so beautiful, you all. And I know this doll is not everybody's cup of tea. I do get it. I understand. Things from the past can be a little bit jarring with today's mindset and with today's sensibilities. Some things from the past can look very strange, really bizarre, but I appreciate things that are historical. And fashion dolls are just something that I just appreciate from the get-go, especially true fashion dolls. This is a beautiful formal that you could see from the 1950s. It has everything going for it, from the taffeta to the silk flowers to the ruffles streaming down the nylon tulle skirt, from the peekaboo flowers from on the inside of the skirt, from the ruffles to the silver shoes, from the heavy crinoline, from the sleeves. She's absolutely beautiful in this fashion. This fashion, I cannot believe I got this fashion for $35. I cannot believe that. Now let's get on her coat. And here it is with the coat. What a beautiful costume and ensemble. So cute. Check her out. Just check her out. So gorgeous. I do honestly prefer this outfit without the coat. I think that it shines more. You can see all the details a little bit better. But what a beautiful, beautiful, glamorous touch. To me, this doll is giving me like Lucille Ball vibes. She's just absolutely stunning. And like I said, I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, but she is mine. And I know she's several other people's. I'm so happy to be able to have her, and I'm so happy to be able to have this beautiful fashion. Absolutely a tremendous find. I had a lot of fun going through all the different booths at this place. It was a humongous place, and then after that we stopped at 3 other flea markets after. I got a haul that was so large and so big, and I got home and I was like overwhelmed, but it was worth it. I'm very happy with everything that I got, and it would be really hard to choose a favorite, but I would have to say close would be this outfit. I think she looks absolutely stunning. I can't get over it. Just so surreal. And same with like the superstar Christie, every other doll that came in those lots. I mean, oh my God. And like the fashions that I got. I've had a really good week. Really stressful week, but a very good week. So I couldn't be more thrilled. If you like this video, please like it, leave a comment, share, subscribe. I will have more videos like it coming in the future. And thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the haul. Bye.